Coming up on Mustang News, see how Cal Poly freshmen bring a family tradition to our college campus.
Later, the Atascadero community honored a certain group of veterans in their Veterans Day celebration.
And more on how Cal Poly's Frost Center became an award-winning showcase of masonry craftsmanship.
Broadcasting from Swanson Studios, you're watching Mustang News.
Hello and welcome to Mustang News TV. I'm Aneka Edwards.
And I'm Peyton Brusick. Now let's get into today's top stories.
Students living in Sequoia Hall took over theirs and other red brick dorms' kitchens this past week to host a full Friendsgiving dinner. What started as a small idea turned into a large community event, and more than 70 attended. Reporter Dylan White went out to cover this story. Sequoia students say the idea snowballed once they realized how many people wanted to participate. By midweek, groups were signing up to cook their family recipes. Others were gathering supplies, and kitchens across the red brick community were filled with first years prepping their own takes on Thanksgiving dishes.
Absolutely incredible. I never thought that I would be a part of this, but it started off with my little friend group and it grew into something much bigger, which I'm really grateful for. I think coming from Australia, we don't have like a Thanksgiving, and so coming here and be able to create this experience in college is really special and really awesome to see, because everyone comes from their own hometowns, and being able to bring their own traditions here has been really awesome to see.
As more students joined in, organizers had to scale up their original plan, taking on far more cooking and prep than they expected. Students spent the days leading up to the event getting food ready and coordinating who would handle each dish, which set up a busy final push in the hours before dinner.
Everyone's just been going at it, making this all work out, and we RSVP'd. Do you know how many people RSVP'd?
We had like over 70.
Like over 70, and way more showed up.
Yeah.
And I'm just happy that we had more than enough food for everyone.
Yeah, and even like the days before this were so amazing too. Like the last 3 days.
It's been so much
cool.
fun.
On Friday we had like our Costco run. Everyone went to the market.
Dude,
we picked up so much food.
A lot.
Saturday we were cooking the whole day. Absolute legends.
Dude, also thanks to all the neighboring dorms whose kitchens we kind of overtook for the last few hours.
Organizers say the Friendsgiving brought their dorm closer than it had been all quarter, and many students said it was the first time Sequoia truly felt like a community. They call the event a highlight of their first year so far and hope it encourages other first-year housing communities to try similar events and continue building connections on campus. The organizers say they're glad the event brought so many students together and hope it helps set the tone for the rest of the year in Sequoia Hall. You can find the full story and more information on this event at mustangnews.net.
Veterans Day was last week. Mustang News reporter Rocco Brichler headed to North County to see how local veterans were being honored.
November 11th is Veterans Day. More than just a day off, it's a time to honor those who risked their lives for our country. And here at the Faces of Freedom Memorial, the Atascadero community came together to celebrate these brave men and women, their service, their sacrifices, and their stories.
There's so many veterans in this North County, and everybody gets together, and this whole community gets behind everybody here. It's just gives you faith.
This year, Veterans Day falls on the final day of the commemoration for the Vietnam War's 50th anniversary, and these veterans were the focus of the event.
We're really paying tribute to veterans, and today especially because it's Vietnam, and it's dear to my heart.
For Vietnam vets, this recognition has been a long time coming.
Well, it's meaningful to me because when I got out in 1970, we didn't get thanked for our service. In fact, I didn't hear a positive word about my service for 30 years. That's the way it was back then because of Vietnam, and that's very meaningful to see that we're finally getting support for our veterans.
With the help of the Atascadero Veterans Memorial Foundation, the community has rallied behind local veterans.
You can tell I get choked up about it, but and I'm sure for the Vietnam veterans it made a big difference because it allowed them to be welcomed home properly.
It makes us feel like a king.
Reporting for Mustang News TV, I'm Rocco Brichler.
The work to honor veterans doesn't end after the 11th. To donate to the TECHINICAL Veterans Memorial Association or to get involved, head to their website.
Coming up after the break, Cal Poly opens the NCAA tournament with an early goal. Volleyball closes its home schedule on senior night. Stay tuned.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back to Mustang News TV. Up now we have Kaitlyn Lee with a Cal Poly sports update. Take it away, Kaitlyn.
Thanks, Aneka. It was a busy week with our fall sports seasons winding down. Let's check in with women's soccer and volleyball before we move on to women's basketball, one of our first winter sports of the season. After many long practices, Cal Poly women's soccer comes to a close. At the NCAA National Championships, within the first minute, senior forward Jessie Halliday placed the Mustangs on the board, scoring just 49 seconds into the match. That's the fastest goal any team has scored on top-seeded Stanford this season. Stanford answered with 3, but Cal Poly kept fighting behind Defensive Player of the Year Brennan Cole and freshman keeper Shannon Porubsky making 7 saves. Ultimately, the Mustangs fall 3-1, but wrap up the season with Big West champions and make their first NCAA tournament appearance in 21 years. Coming back home to Mott Athletics Gym, volleyball kept the momentum going on senior night. The Mustangs took the first set 25-14, holding Hawaii to 0% hitting. Pressure cranked up in the second set when Hawaii tied it at 20-20. In the final set, the team pulled away 25-12, acing their serves and blocks at the net to sweep the floors clean. With that win, Cal Poly nears the end of the season strong with 19 home wins in a row. Cal Poly closes out the regular season on the road next weekend at Cal State Fullerton and UC Irvine. And as we shift from fall into winter sports, Cal Poly women's basketball opened their season with a statement at Mott Athletics Gym. The Mustangs dominated UC Santa Cruz in their opener 87-27, jumping out to a 15-0 start and never looking back. Cal Poly's defense set the tone all night, forcing 38 turnovers and turning them into nearly half their points. This team showed they're ready to make some noise early in the winter slate. Next up, the Mustangs continue their non-conference run before diving into Big West play in December. And that closes out this week in Mustang sports. Sending it back your way, Aneka.
Coming up after the break, we'll hear how Cal Poly students are experiencing the Learn by Doing motto at the Cal Poly Creamery. Stay tuned.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. I love you. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
At Cal Poly's Creamery, students manage every step of production. Mustang News reporter Randi Ingoglia shows what it looks like behind the scenes.
Here at the Cal Poly Creamery, students are getting the Learn by Doing experience, from picking up the milk to turning it into cheese and ice cream that goes right here on campus.
So I'm a student production member. I help out with every day-to-day process that happens here. We'll go from making cheese to picking up milk to making ice cream and cleanup, setup, basically everything, just wherever help is needed.
Students rotate through every part of the production process, constantly learning how a true creamery operates.
There's no day that really looks the same. We might do the same things, but you never know what could happen. Something could go wrong, something could go great. And so it kind of changes around, but there's usually a pretty set schedule. Like Mondays will usually be milk pickup, and Tuesdays and Thursdays will be cheese make, and Wednesdays are usually ice cream make, and Fridays are usually our ice cream drive-through, which is from 12 to 4 right here at the creamery.
That weekly routine is a big part of what brings Cal Poly's Learn by Doing motto to life inside of the creamery.
Well, the students learn from the very beginning, going to pick up the milk across the street all the way till the finished product, so they make the product and they sell the product. So they get to learn every step of the way.
The products that the students make don't stay on the shelves for long because the creamery supplies cheese and ice cream to local grocery stores and markets around SLO. This gives students the chance to see their work enjoyed across the community.
Just working with the students, seeing them grow over the years is really rewarding. The students make this place pretty special.
Whether you're the one making ice cream in the creamery or making the cheese, Cal Poly students truly are hands-on in every single step of the process. For Mustang News, I'm Randi Ingoglia.
For anyone who wants to try these products, you can find them right on campus or at local markets around SLO, like Avila Valley Barn.
Cal Poly's William and Linda Frost Center for Research and Innovation is getting recognition for its striking masonry work. I had the chance to speak to some experts about the craftsmanship that made this project possible.
The distinctive brickwork that wraps the Frost Center does more than just catch the eye. It just earned the project a Merit Award in Brick from the California Masonry Architecture Design Awards competition, recognizing its complex design and handcrafted precision. This award celebrates the brick relief artwork reading Desiderio Faciendo that can be seen on the outside corridor and inside of the Frost Center. This massive quote is the Latin translation of Learn by Doing and appears on our school crest.
Masonry is a very human material. It has ins and outs, and the human body has ins and outs, and so whether we think about it or not, we are drawn to it because it has relief.
Dr. Baltimore says the buildings settle in and outs connected to both nature and the human body, making the space feel inviting and familiar. Third-year architecture student Elijah tells me walking into the Frost Center makes him feel part of campus.
It's just kind of like a symbol to me that I came here from hard work, and I'm happy to be part of the Learn by Doing community.
But behind that feeling, thousands of hours of craft. A California company, Weingartner Masonry, the firm behind the facade, laid roughly 240,000 bricks on the exterior alone.
Every single brick had to be in its exact spot, otherwise it would throw the whole thing off, right? So it's kind of like a paint by numbers process.
He says the coordination between designers and masons was key, from blending 5 different brick types to executing the building's massive brick lettering.
Well, we definitely stayed true to your school's motto. We definitely learned by doing this project.
And that hands-on approach is now part of Cal Poly's architectural footprint, as the Frost Center continues to stand out as one of the campus's most celebrated new landmarks.
The award recognizes not only outstanding masonry, but also Cal Poly's use of sustainable building practices. To see more design winners, check out the California Masonry Council's website. And that's all the news we have for you today. For Mustang News, I'm Aneka Edwards.
And I'm Peyton Brusick. Have a great rest of your day.